what's up you guys, After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Batwoman. This is season 1 episode 2. I'm just realizing I'm wearing like a bit of a like rainbowish jumper and like main character. That was totally unintentional. I just really like the jumper, but hey, if it works. I kind of curled my hair, but my hair was kind of wet, so it's kind of very lazy looking curls. I don't know, I was just trying to do something with it so I could start recording, because otherwise it would just take so long. And you might be like, just dry your hair, Shannon, but I can't be bothered, to be honest. To me, it seemed like less effort to try and curl out the wetness. I don't know. As long as I don't play with it, maybe the curls will stay. I don't know. Anyways, so we have like a lot of comments to go through. It's very hot in here because I'm wearing a bloody jumper. We had like 24 comments, so this is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Actually, I'm really curious about something, right? Hang on. I'm just finding it very strange that, like, I don't know, the expectations that I got for this show were like very low. Like, a lot of people were like hating on it and stuff, which we talked about last episode anyways. And I'm just curious how well it did on the poll, because like every week on Patreon I do like a poll, what was your favorite reaction during the week. And okay, Stargate won, but I'm just curious how it did. 18. I mean, that did better than Supergirl. Did better than Luke Cage by a long mile. So like, I guess people enjoyed it, but then again, like, they were up against a lot of other good content, so I don't know. But I guess we're gonna find out what you guys thought about the pilot anyways, because we've got some comments to go through. Alright. It looks like Shan missed it, but when Luke was calling security to remove Kate from Wayne Towers, it's mentioned that his last name is Fox. Oh. Yeah, look, sometimes I miss stuff. I don't know. Like, I don't get everything immediately. Susie, Lucius Fox's son then. Interesting. I feel like that one line could have been changed to, the suit would be perfect if it fit me. Because, you know, she's here and he's not. Maybe. But I also think every Arrowverse show had some cringy lines every now and then. Exactly, that's what I said. Did I point this out? I'm gonna point it out again. I don't know. But, like, there was one line in Supergirl that still haunts me to this day. It was, like, really, really early on, like, the first couple of episodes. And, like, someone was, like, serving Supergirl, Kara. And she was, like, looking at the TV, looking at Supergirl on TV. And she's like, "Ah, isn't that cool? A female superhero. Never seen one of those before." Like, I'm just paraphrasing. Maybe she said something entirely different, but from memory, this is what I heard, okay? Isn't it good that my little girl has someone to look up to now? It was just really cringy, and it stuck with me till now. Anyways, it's interesting that the big villain reveal happens in the first episode as opposed to the disaster that was Sabotage's identity in The Flash. Yes, I agree. I feel like since then, though, they've definitely learnt from their mistakes when it comes to, like, the big bads and, like, revealing who they are and stuff. So I'm glad that they've learnt from that mistake rather than continuing on and doing the same thing again and again. The show definitely got review bombed by people who didn't appreciate a lesbian being the main character. I'm obviously not saying that's the that there's no valid criticism that can be made, but I'm glad you enjoyed it and didn't get discouraged by expectation spoilers. That's exactly why I hate expectation spoilers, because it can soil my opinion. And so like, imagine if everyone was like just telling me how bad the show was, and then I went in with like a negative mindset and hated on the show. I don't know, like, it can happen. So I'm really glad that, I mean, I kind of ignored what people were saying, I guess. Whether or not they were hating on the show because of, you know, the main character being lesbian or not, if that's the case, those people suck. Who fucking cares who you love, my dudes? Like, who cares? Like, I'm here for it, why not? But I will say, there is like another side to some people sometimes where they think that you hate on something because of something that is just not true. Like, a lot of people like hate the Captain Marvel movie, and the people that defend it a lot of the time tend to say, you just don't like a female lead in a movie. Like, you don't like movies like that, which is just not the case. I feel like there are a lot of issues with Captain Marvel that have nothing to do with her being a female. But that's Captain Marvel. What I'm just trying to do is try to explain that, like, sometimes people can think that that people are hating on something for a specific reason. I don't know. I've only seen the pilot. I enjoyed the pilot. I'm intrigued by it. I do have to say, though, I'm a little nervous because, like, this show kind of came out around the same time. Well, Charmed came out like a year before, and that is an absolute dumpster fire. So I'm really worried that this show could turn into something like that. But I have hope for it, I guess. I'm hoping that it's good. I'm hoping that I can get some enjoyment out of it, because I love the Arrowverse. I've gone on this giant journey with you guys. I don't want to hate something, you know? I don't want to hate watch something again, you know? Anyways, I keep going on tangents, and I need to continue reading these comments, or we'll be here for another 40 minutes. There will be a conversation in the future episode that puts the Arkham breakout from Elseworlds into the timeline. You can't really miss it unless you don't pay attention to the scene. If this is too much of a spoiler, let me know and I'll edit it out. Nah, that's okay. That's alright. I mean, I guess it's technically a spoiler, but I'm okay with it. So, does that mean that at some point it's been like, before we get to like the crisis event, does that mean that there's like a whole year's worth of content in like this first half of the season? Because it better be good shit. Yeah, that one line put the show in a bad light that really brought out all the haters. Yeah, that line about the suit being in the trailer really started a shitstorm on the internet. I kind of feel like if that line had been changed to the suit would be perfect if it fit me, it would have been worse somehow, because it would sound like Kate is really self-centered and full of herself. I'm maybe reading too much into that one. If a character goes around always telling about how they're so perfect and better than everyone else, it tends to put them in a bad light. I agree, but I think if, like, the person said, like, that it was about her being here and Batman's not here, so it's perfect for me because I'm around right now to help. It's perfect for me because I'm the best. I don't know, maybe you missed that. maybe if it had been something like the suit is only perfect if it is being used. That's not bad either. Or it's not the suit that's perfect, it's what it stands for, or something like that. Maybe. It would have come off a bit better and been more in tone with the idea of someone taking over a hero or taking on the hero's mantle. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a professional writer. Either way, it was better. There was a better line to be said in that scene, whatever it was. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, it's getting a bit cold in here now. Yeah, I enjoyed the episode when I saw it the first time. I liked the music in the show too. Oh, and even if Batman isn't there, I enjoy all Batman and Alice in Wonderland references. Me too. I like it. I like any kind of Easter egg, and I get excited. If you couldn't tell. Since you brought up the concept of Arrowverse tropes, and we have seen 7 years of Arrowverse now, what Arrowverse tropes tend to happen in shows? Just curious what patterns that you've seen. Let's see if anyone else is. Oh, people have come up with some. So let's go through these ones and see if I can come up with any extras. Voiceover. Every CW show I've seen starts with a voiceover. Even if they don't have the voiceover for the rest of the series, it always starts with a voiceover. I'm trying to think of one that doesn't fit that mold. I guess technically Supernatural. But that started on the WB, not CW, so technicality. I think even Charmed started with a voiceover. You might be right there. I really blame the old WB shows for this, like Felicity and such. They sent the template of voiceover to every CW show seems to have. You can't have CW without one, though there's been a few exceptions. I don't know about the WB, because like I said, WB shows didn't really, like Smallville, Supernatural, One Tree Hill, they don't have voiceovers, so I don't know. I think it's the CW trope for sure, though. This may have been more of a hero-superhero trope in general, but they all have a family member, a friend, or mentor has died, and someone that is always in the police force, or like some kind of authority figure, like, you know, you've got Quentin Lance in Arrow, you've got Joe West in The Flash, you've got, you know, Alex and John Jones in the DO. Legends. I guess Legends doesn't fit that mold, I guess. And then now you've got Kate's dad that's part of this police force thing, I don't know. Yeah. Or assumed dead, usually one or more before the end of the show, and one or more before the show, and then a couple in the first few seasons, and some flashbacks. Examples of pre-series ones: Oliver's dad, Barrow's mom, Kara's Kryptonian parents, and aunt, and uncle, Krypton, and Jeremiah. That's thinks at first at least. Rip's wife and son, Jefferson's dad, Kate's sister, and mother. You're right. Also, it follows along the last thing. Love interest gets killed. I wonder if that continues on. I don't know. Having a team Arrow, Team Flash, Legends, Super Friends, Black Lightning's family team Batwoman or the Bat Family, flashbacks, working with law enforcement agency. Yeah, that's what I said. Is there any other tropes that I can think of? I don't know. I know the actress who plays Alice is from a show called Lost Girl. Was she in like the pilot episode? Because I've seen the pilot episode. I don't really remember, to be honest. It was a really long time. That was the second pilot I ever did on the channel. Anyways, like pilot reaction, that is, like the pilot tier situation. Anyway, whatever. Which, by the way, is a great show to watch. Maybe consider it for a show to react to. Just fair warning, there's a lot of any actual nudity. There isn't actual nudity, but there is a lot of bare skin. Pretty much as bare skin from all angles as you can possibly get. Without anything that would qualify as actual nudity. But the show itself is pretty good. That is on the like list of shows that could get picked for like a season reaction. So, I mean, if oh my god, it's really hot again. Maybe we'll do the show at some point if it gets on the poll and it wins. I don't know. But yeah, I have actually reacted to the pilot, which you have been told now. And just in case you guys didn't know, there's a website that I have, aftershowreactions.com, and you can literally look at like the pilots that I've done for every show. Maybe you'll find some stuff there that you didn't know I reacted to. I don't know. Anyways, liked the reaction, glad you enjoyed the show. With the spoiler-free rule you have, that includes not watching trailers, saved you from watching the infamous trailer for Batwoman that was supposed to get people interested in the show. I think you won't have as negative reaction as others due to not seeing the trailer. Okay, I don't really like watching trailers and stuff because they can reveal a lot of stuff that I would ordinarily like to find out on my own. And also got a lot of backlash with these same people to the last couple of seasons of Supergirl. Okay. The line about the suit sounded cringy because it was mainly there to be in the trailer. Unfortunately, it was not a good line and caused more people to turn against the show before it even began than would have already done so. Now people were just looking for any and everything to pick the show apart because they had already made up their mind about the show after seeing the trailer. That's really sad. Like, I get having general criticism. I have it. I'm gonna be like authentic as hell and tell you when I don't like something. But just to like hate watch something, like, man, I hate watch Charmed. I don't want to, like, I gave that shit up because I don't like hate watching stuff. So why would you hate watch stuff? I don't get it. After the first season, I think it'd be interesting to see you watch the trailer and see what you think of it. Maybe. We'll see. CW show trailers are complete garbage. I don't know why people take any of them at face value. They almost never draw you in to the show, or the quality difference between trailer versus the show is so stark that I don't know anybody who can take the trailers as an indication of quality. Alright. That wasn't a normal school, but a military academy. Okay. Which prepares candidates for service in officer corps. And until 2011, you were not allowed to be openly gay in the USA military. Oh. Well, that really, really sucks. But I do stand by my point that, like, she should have just lied about it. It's not worth arguing your point if you're gonna get kicked out of something that you're interested in, like, and she said that it was, like, only a couple more weeks or something. And then you can be as free as you want. I don't know. I'm not gay, so I don't know how that feels, to be honest, so, maybe it's just not something that you want to experience. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm glad you said this, because I was just about to write the exact same thing, and the reason why Kate was so hurt is because Sophie is hiding who she truly is, and Kate is coming, and it's to Kate, and is coming off as Kate isn't good enough for Sophie to come out. I understand that, but also, like, coming out leads to, like, consequences of not being able to finish your, I don't know, military academy stuff. So, like, I just grin and bear it. I don't know. Maybe I can see the bigger picture, or maybe I'm just insensitive. I don't know, to be honest with you. Like I just said before, I'm not gay, so I don't know. It was really nice seeing you not be negative about the show. The Alice is Beth twist is an open secret in the comics, so I'm not surprised they revealed it immediately. Okay. That boring movie was the mark of Zorro. Oh, okay. The same movie the Waynes were watching before they got shot in the crime alley. Ah, yes, I know that one. I know the mark of Zorro and Batman and the alleyway. I know that. I just wasn't paying attention to it because it was a black and white film, and you know how I feel about those. Vesper Fairchild, the lady on the radio who says, "Talk to me, Gotham," was mentioned by Oliver in the Elseworlds. He mentioned that they had an affair. I remember this mostly because over the past week I rewatched Elseworlds. I just kind of wanted to laugh, so I watched Elseworlds again, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm even more hyped for Crisis because of it. It's so sad. I'm annoyed. Can we be there yet? Can we watch Crisis yet? Am I there yet? Can I turn it on yet? Maybe. I'm glad they didn't waste time keeping a mystery of Alice's identity. Yes, you usually get those reveals in season finales or mid-season finales, but we got to catch up to Elseworlds, and then we got the rest of the Arrowverse before Crisis, which is almost a year ahead. Wait, so does that mean that there's going to be 2 years between the pilot and the Whoa, no, Crisis, not Elseworlds. Oh my god. Okay. So we gotta move ahead, baby. When It Fits a Woman was cringe and just for the trailer, but it was overblown by the internet. Well, if it was just for the trailer, why did they put it in the episode? I don't get it. Titans, fuck Batman at least made sense in the context of the scene, and I actually liked it. I didn't like it. I still make fun of that. I gotta say, this is the first time I've seen the first episode since it aired, and I actually liked it a lot more than the second time around. Well, it's still no Arrow pilot, but it's not as bad as I remember it. Also, Vesper Fairchild is actually a former radio host turned popular news anchor. Okay. She's done a couple other shows like House of Cards, but this is her first time playing a character, not as herself. Interesting. I haven't seen anyone mention it yet, so I'll be the first to point it out, okay? Kate's dad is DeGray Scott. He was cast as Wolverine. That's right, cast. Not auditioned. That would have been really weird. He was cast as Wolverine due to his commitments on Mission Impossible 2. He was in Mission Impossible 2. I haven't seen Mission Impossible, so why would I be surprised? He had to drop out while they went back to the drawing board, and that's how Hugh Jackman became Wolverine. In a different universe, if X-Men shot in just a little later, or if Mission Impossible was on a schedule and he didn't get injured, he would have been Wolverine, and Hugh Jackman would probably be doing roles in Australia still. Funny how the world works sometimes. Wow, that is so weird. Like, just thinking about that. Look, I know him from Ever After, which is a fun, like, Cinderella-y film, and he looks so different. Like, he was like a baby there. I don't know. Anyways, there's a meme about it that makes fun of his personality in the show. But it's kind of spoilery, so I won't post it. Okay. If I recall, Jackman was cast the weekend before filming. Oh, interesting. Well, I learned things today. Did you learn things today? I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the episode. Oh, no, not again. What is up with the frame rate? Why do they do this?
Tell me something, Bruce. What's the difference between being hopeful and being crazy? Beth wasn't found in the car with my mom. And as long as there wasn't a body,
yeah, did you not jump down or like go down, go around or something?
That first night. But days went by, and then weeks, and then months.
I will say, I'm a little sad that she's just like kind of good at the bat tech and the back grapple stuff, and I don't know, I feel like that's something you'd probably need to train. So I wonder if this was supposed to be like kind of like Arrow's replacement. It started the same year that Arrow was ending. And like Arrow was always like a kind of similar to Batman, and even the title sequence is kind of similar.
Around. Alice is my sister. I need to know.
Good morning, Gotham. Your bestie.
She just said no, like in a very Australian way.
Last night's Gotham gala.
It's always the word no.
But Batman fever is upon us, people.
So does this imply that there was never like a Batgirl or anything like that?
Alice,
because
something else happened.
They're just assuming that it's Batman,
money and bad luck,
not like Batgirl or anything like that.
The Crows aren't really a good fit for me right now.
Because of Sophie? Oh my god, can we talk about the fact that she's married to a man?
Let's not.
I'm not trying to label her or anything, but what's her deal exactly?
She's maybe she's bisexual.
Drop it. Yeah, I get that, but she could still be vicarious, pan, poly, omni.
I think Alice is Beth. I was able to get one of Alice's knives. It has a garnet stone, our birthstone. We can test the knife for DNA.
Kate, listen to yourself.
She has a vendetta against you. Why? Why not kill me when she had the chance? And why does she seem to know everything about me?
I know that you want to believe that Beth is alive. I do too, but facts are facts.
How on earth could you be Beth?
Alice is Beth.
I mean, you don't know. She was a little girl.
Such a lovely home. So nice of you to let
Jacob Kane is not man enough to protect this city. Because he's a quitter. And when things get difficult, he gives up. I think it's time for Gotham to watch Commander Crow squirm. Yeah. Much more fun unveiling my evil plan when I can flip it about for Cadence.
And how does Kate Kane...
She's got a lot of energy.
Now you...
You're making this personal, Alice.
It is personal! My father gave up on me, and I want to make him suffer the way that I did by stripping away everything that he cares about. He's all alone. Where is my damn knife?
Maybe ask your sister.
Do you promise we'll never stop looking for her?
I promise.
The city is clamoring for a hero that isn't here. And I know you don't want to be the city's next great hope, but it's too late. Because they think you're him.
I need that suit to stop Alice. My cousin figured it out years ago. Be more terrifying than your enemy. You know who you sound like?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Lucius Fox.
Trust me, I am a far cry from my father.
Oh, I know. He was actually useful.
Rude.
It's funny.
Is this you?
What, this dude in the picture?
The person in this picture dressed as Batman who saved my life the other night. Was that you?
Anyone who knows me knows I hate Batman.
So does your dad. Which would make putting on this suit an incredibly reckless move.
Wasn't me. Besides, If I were gonna save you in a dramatic fashion, I would totally dress as Wonder Woman. If I'd known you were getting married, I would have come back sooner.
You didn't think weddings were your thing?
Not to go, to stop it. Thanks.
Huh? Can't test it now.
I'm not saying Alice is a good person. All I'm saying is it has been 15 years. We don't know what happened to her.
Why is it always 15 years?
Deep down inside
Even with you, I thought it was 15 years.
Just reading about this brand new plant-based cafe that is so organic, your fork literally dissolves in your hand if you don't eat fast enough.
Sounds good.
Oh, cool. Okay, so see you back here at 7? Yeah. Not just, that's a good idea considering he's a domestic terrorist.
I need you to send a message to Alice from Kate Kane. Waffles. Get out of here.
In a suburban white picket fence neighborhood. Not really the MO of a gang who hides in the shadows.
Maybe they
I
don't
know where they are.
hide in the shadows.
Get every available man to 1472 Norman Drive now.
Sir?
It's just... buy me some time so I can prove him wrong.
I'm not a fan of what she's wearing. A suit jacket over a flannel is a bit weird.
We shouldn't be eating. We should be looking for Beth.
Been looking for months. Deserve a sugar break.
It was my fault.
Why would you say that? Huh?
You weren't there, Dad. After we crashed, Beth went to check on Mom in the front seat. Instead of helping, I climbed out. I left her.
You were being safe.
Well, that was a killer tea party.
Beth grew up here. This was our old house.
Sir, you don't think...
Of course not. She's trying to get in my head. It's not gonna work.
Look who finally figured it out.
I knew the password. Waffles. Our favorite spot.
We used to come here after school on Fridays and gorge our faces in chocolate-covered garbage.
How else would I know that?
Maybe you're a stalker.
Nice. Oh dear. Did the press mention that you and Beth used to come here as part of your silly little tradition? And did I read an old article online?
I know where she is.
They found skull fragments. They declared you dead.
Then why are you still here? If I were really your twin, wouldn't you feel something? Let's see. We hit the water with a dramatic splash. When I opened my eyes, my mother's head was on the other side of the windshield. A surreal sight. Motherless head. Or Gabby. Or was it Abby? Nevertheless, it was cold. Have you ever had a tea party on the inside of a block of ice? It's much akin to that. One thought kept me calm. Surely, someone will come and save me. Feel free to get that. When did you sleep through the night for the very first time?
I haven't yet.
Sure you have.
I never moved on.
Why is that?
Because I never gave up hope that I would find you.
And why is that?
Because I should have been with you.
Here's my DNA, dear. Go prove it to Daddy.
Target green, I have a clear shot.
Tattletale.
No. Oh wow, she's like really protecting her there.
She's your daughter. And if you kill her, you won't just lose Beth, you lose me too.
Take her to Arkham.
There were 3 little sisters.
What did you do?
You don't remember why we'd each have to get our own waffle when we came here?
Because you don't like to share.
Exactly.
And you are my sister, Kate.
No.
What are you doing?
Alice doesn't like competition.
Well, you've just outed yourself. I guess you think that you're gonna get the kill here, and I don't think you are. Could you imagine though? Like, if she dies here? I feel like it's not gonna happen, but... that would, like, propel the story so much forward, I think. Like, I don't know. Not being able to save someone in the second episode? Someone that's a family member, I guess? I don't know.
Alice, the leader of the Wonderland gang, has been captured. The Crows apprehended the notorious killer minutes ago in Burnside Park. We're following the prison transport to Arkham. Wait!
Why were you following the prison transport? Why? Okay, well, summon Frida.
Watching her drown in a river the way everyone assumed she had years ago. And maybe I was meant to stand by and watch it all happen.
They didn't actually free her? What the hell was the explosion? I thought that was
all,
freeing her.
My dad was right. She was still my sister.
Ah, she's using the stuff that was talked about at the beginning. Chekhov's gun. I mean, Chekhov's breather and laser gun thing, but... She recognize him?
Wake up!
Uh-oh.
River's down here.
Boyfriend tried to kill me last night because apparently she sees me as her replacement. Which, under normal circumstances, could, you know, maybe be borderline flattering. Except here, it's just ironic. Considering the most sisterly thing that you've ever done for me is pretty much act like I don't exist.
Barry, it's not like that.
Didn't tell your dad. The last thing I need is my own personal security detail.
I mean, I feel like you should tell him because one of the people on the... He's one of the...
Is Alex
the
worth
people that works for him.
Because if she is, could you just tell her that I'm not a threat? Please.
That stunt you pulled, it's called aiding and abetting. You crossed the line.
And you're about to kill your own daughter.
Now you tell me again how my daughter did this. She went into the house where you grew up. She murdered the current owners by slitting open their throats. She's not Beth, Kate. Drop it. Now.
I mean,
or I'll have you
she
arrested
is.
myself.
Doesn't mean that she's not an awful person.
Catherine Hamilton's investigators found bones on Miller Farm. Skull fragments of a little girl. They had them tested, and it's her, Kate. It's Beth.
No, Dad, I checked Miller Farm 1,000,000 times. You said you'd never give up.
Kate.
You're a traitor.
Kate.
Are you happy? Thank you for bailing me out.
Yeah, I mean, I found the comms, and I saw you hadn't moved in a while, and I figured maybe...
Let's not get misty-eyed.
Yep, no problem. No.
Alice said her thugs didn't jump me, which means There is someone else who doesn't want me knowing the truth about the DNA on the knife.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, while you're figuring that out, you're getting a whole lot of people excited over nothing.
It'll be melted into a paperweight.
Destroy the masks while you're at it. I'll take care of whatever surveillance was in the garage.
Like it never happened.
I had my secrets, just as you have yours. But do be careful, my dear sister. Putting on that suit and all the darkness that comes with it.
She did recognize her.
Makes you just as crazy as me.
You have your father's eyes. Alrighty, well that was Batwoman Season 1 Episode 2. Pretty decent episode. The villain knowing who the hero is, like, really early on. Interesting decision. It's almost like, what's the point in secret identities at this point? But, so we got more confirmation that, you know, Beth is Alice. I felt really bad for, I don't know what her name is. The other sister? The doctor? Like the conversation that she had with Kate about not being a threat. I thought that was really sweet. And I felt bad for her. But it looks like her mother is a bit dodgy. So, that's something. Anyways, what did you guys think? Let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Which, by the way, if you're curious, you can see the schedule on the website by going to the website and then hitting schedule. And there's like many weeks ahead. You'll be able to tell when every episode is coming, pretty much. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.